My dear children, come and rest with me now. Be still, and let your hearts lean into my presence. Imagine the quiet glow of candles upon an altar, their soft light dancing gently across the stone walls of a sacred place. Hear the distant chime of a bell that calls the soul to prayer, and feel the hush that settles like a blanket over the early morning chapel. Light streams through stained glass in colors of gold, ruby, and sapphire, and the air is heavy with the fragrance of holiness. In this stillness, I am here with you. I have always been here with you, and I will never leave you. You have walked through many seasons of life, some radiant with joy like springtime blossoms, others heavy with silence like the frost of winter. And in those changes you have sometimes wondered if I am still near, if I still see you, if my care has remained the same. My dear children, hear my voice now. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. No storm can move me from your side, no shadow can blot out the light of my love. The shifting seasons may unsettle your heart, but I remain your constant, unchanging Father. I know the burdens you carry, the doubts that press upon you when circumstances change, and you feel adrift in unfamiliar waters. I know how the nights can stretch long and lonely when prayers seem unanswered. Yet my love has not dimmed, my hand has not withdrawn. Just as the sun still rises even when hidden behind clouds, so too does my faithfulness shine over your life, even when you cannot yet see its glow. This message is my gift for you, to remind you that I am steadfast in every season. When the winds of change stir, when the leaves of your life fall and scatter, when the cold settles deep, I remain your shelter. I remain your guide. I remain your Father, who loves you beyond measure. Stay with me through this time, and let these words wash over you like the river of living water. For I speak them not as distant thoughts, but as the voice of your Creator whispering directly to your heart. My dear children, look at the tree that stands year after year in the field. Winter wraps it in silence and cold, yet its roots hold firm in the earth. Spring comes with blossoms and the tender green of new beginnings. Summer pours out warmth and fruit in abundance, and autumn paints its leaves with fire before they fall away. Through it all, the tree stands, unmoved at its core, for its roots go deep. This is my faithfulness in your life. I am the one who roots you, the one who sustains you, the one who holds you steady when everything around you shifts and changes. Do not fear the winters of your soul, when prayers seem frozen and dreams feel far away. Even then, my life still flows unseen, nourishing the roots of your faith. Do not be anxious in the summers of abundance, when your branches are heavy with blessing, for I am the source of your fruitfulness. Do not lose heart in the autumns of loss, when things are stripped away, for I am preparing the ground for new life. Every season has its purpose, and through each one I remain your faithful God. Remember these words: Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, and today, and forever. That is my promise in Hebrews 13:8. And it is truth that no circumstance can break. When you doubt my care, look back and see how I carried you through valleys where you thought you would not rise again. Recall how I brought light into nights that seemed endless. Look forward and know that I will be there, waiting with open arms in every tomorrow yet to come. My dear children, I am your Father who delights in you. When the storms howl, I cover you beneath my wings. When the sun scorches, I refresh you with living water. When the path is long, I strengthen your steps. Do you see how my love surrounds you in all things? You may change, your circumstances may change, the seasons of your life may change, but I do not change. My heart for you remains steadfast. My promises are eternal. Pause for a moment and breathe in this truth. Feel the stillness that settles as you remember who I am. Let the weight of my peace rest upon your heart, like the calm that follows a storm. Listen to the gentle voice of creation, the whisper of wind through the trees, the song of rivers running to the sea, for all of it sings of my constancy. I tell you again, my dear children, you are not forgotten. You are never abandoned. Just as the tree's roots find water beneath the ground, even when the surface seems dry, so too does my Spirit nourish you in hidden ways. When you cannot see me working, I am still moving. When you cannot feel my hand, I am still guiding. Trust in me, for my faithfulness is the anchor of your soul. Take courage in this. I will never forsake you. I will never turn away. My covenant with you is eternal, sealed not by your strength, but by my love. In every season, from your first breath to your final sigh, I remain the same. You are mine, and I am yours. My dear children, linger here with me, for I desire to write my faithfulness upon your hearts more deeply. Look again to the seasons of the earth, for they are my canvas, painting the truth of who I am. Winter may seem barren, its branches stripped bare, the ground hard beneath frost. Yet beneath the quiet soil, life is never absent. Roots draw unseen strength, preparing for the day when blossoms will return. So it is with you, my dear children. When you walk through seasons that feel cold and silent, when you wonder if hope has withered, trust that I am at work beneath the surface of your life. I am nourishing you, preparing you, shaping you for what is yet to bloom. Spring bursts forth with promise, tender shoots pushing through soil, blossoms opening to the light, fragrance filling the air. This is the season of new beginnings, when the old gives way to renewal. And I am the God who makes all things new. Just as surely as winter yields to spring, so too do I bring renewal to your spirit. My mercies are new every morning. My grace springs up like fresh dew upon the grass. Even after long nights of sorrow, I turn mourning into joy. My dear children, do not doubt that I am able to bring forth new life from what you thought was barren. Summer brings fullness, warmth, and abundance. Branches are heavy with fruit, days are filled with light, and growth is evident for all to see. In these seasons of blessing, I rejoice with you. I am the giver of every good gift, the one who delights to see you flourish. Yet even in abundance, I remind you, remain rooted in me, for the tree that forgets its roots cannot endure. Do not let your heart be lifted in pride, as if the fruit is borne by your strength alone. It is I who send the rain, I who give the sun, I who cause the growth. Stay near to me, my dear children, and I will keep your fruit sweet and your joy complete. Autumn speaks of change, of letting go, of surrender. Leaves fall, the air cools, and the earth prepares for rest. Loss is not easy for you, my dear children. Yet even here I am faithful. What falls away is not wasted, it enriches the soil, making way for what is to come. So too in your life, when things are stripped away, when chapters close, when familiar comforts fade, trust that I am not absent. I am working all things for your good. My hand is in the letting go, and my promise is in the new that will rise. Though you may grieve in autumn's chill, do not fear. I am close to the broken-hearted, and I bind up every wound. In every season, winter or spring, summer or autumn, I am the same. I do not shift like shadows, nor do I falter like fragile things. Jesus Christ is the same yesterday and today and forever. This is not only a verse on a page, it is the truth of who I am. I am your unshakable foundation, your steadfast rock, your eternal Father. Circumstances will change. People may come and go. Your heart may feel tossed upon waves. But I am the anchor that holds firm, the shepherd who guides, the Father who never abandons his children. My dear children, how often you look at what is temporary and let it trouble you. You see the storm clouds and believe the sun is gone. You watch the leaves fall and think life is ending. Yet I ask you to lift your eyes higher. See with the eyes of faith. The sun has never ceased to shine. The leaves that fall will feed new growth. Beyond every storm is a calm. Beyond every night is a dawn. In the same way, beyond your present struggles lies my promise. Beyond your weariness is my rest. Beyond your questions is my wisdom. Beyond your wounds is my healing. Pause now and breathe in my presence. Feel the stillness as my peace settles like a gentle mantle upon your shoulders. I am nearer than the air you breathe. My spirit surrounds you, filling the spaces where doubt once lived. Hear the whisper of creation, the rustle of leaves, the steady rhythm of ocean waves, the song of birds at dawn. All creation bears witness to my constancy. Do you see how faithfully the earth keeps its rhythm? So too do I keep my covenant with you. My dear children, you are never alone. When the night feels long, I am the lamp that shines upon your path. When your steps falter, I uphold you with my righteous hand. When your tears fall, I catch each one as precious. You are engraved on the palms of my hands, carried close to my heart, sheltered beneath my wings. Trust that nothing in all creation can separate you from my love. Not death, nor life, not height, nor depth, not powers, nor circumstances, nothing will ever sever you from me. So when doubt whispers, remember the tree. Its roots remain though seasons change, and so too do I remain though your life shifts. Anchor yourself in me. Drink deeply of my promises. Lean upon my strength. I am faithful in your beginnings and in your endings, in your joys and in your sorrows, in your abundance and in your lack. My faithfulness is not measured by your feelings, but by my eternal nature. Take courage, my dear children. Let your heart rest in me. Seasons will come and go, but I am your constant. The same God who has carried you this far will carry you still. The same love that has redeemed you will sustain you. The same voice that called light out of darkness calls peace into your soul, even now. Remain in me, and you will find that every season holds beauty when viewed through the lens of my faithfulness. For I am your Father, and I will never change. My dear children, let your heart grow calm and unhurried in my presence. Too often you race through the days as though the answers to your questions lie just beyond the next task, the next effort, the next solution you devise. But I tell you this, the answers you seek are not found in the restless pursuit of control, but in resting deeply in my faithfulness. Seasons will shift and circumstances will rise and fall like waves upon the sea. Yet I am steady and sure, the unmovable rock upon which you can rest. Think of the waves that crash against a cliff. They come with fury, with relentless force, and still the cliff does not move. It has stood through countless tides, storms, and winds. So it is with me, your eternal Father. You may feel the spray of the storm upon your face. You may hear the roar that threatens to unsettle your peace, but I remain unmoved. And because I remain unmoved, you, my dear children, can rest secure. Anchor your soul in me, and though the winds rage, you will not be swept away. I know the weight of your doubts. I know how easily your heart wonders if my care has diminished when trials stretch long or when blessings seem slow to arrive. Yet, hear me clearly. I do not measure my love for you by your comfort or your circumstance. My love for you is measured by my eternal nature, by the sacrifice of my Son, by the unbroken covenant sealed by my Spirit. You are mine, not because life is always smooth, but because my hand has claimed you forever. When winter comes and your prayers feel like whispers lost in the cold air, remember that I am listening. Even when your words seem to fall silent before they reach the heavens, I hear them. They are not lost to me. Like seeds buried beneath frozen ground, they will bear fruit in time. The answers may not come as you expect, but my response is always faithful. I give what brings true life, what leads you closer to me, what secures your eternity. Trust me, even when you cannot see the bloom yet. When spring arrives and you feel the stirrings of new hope, cherish those beginnings as gifts from my hand. Rejoice, for I am the one breathing life into places that once felt barren. Just as flowers open to the sun, so too do I call your heart to open to my light. Let hope return, my dear children, for I am the Lord of resurrection, the one who brings beauty from ashes, joy from sorrow, and life from death. When summer warms your days and blessings seem plentiful, let gratitude rise within you. See each gift, each breath, each moment of joy as a token of my faithfulness. Yet guard your heart from forgetting me in abundance. Many are tempted to think they no longer need me when life is easy. But I tell you, my dear children, even in your brightest days, you need me as surely as you need air to breathe. For without me, your fruit will wither. Stay rooted in my presence, and your joy will overflow, untainted by pride or fleeting satisfaction. And when autumn draws near, when life asks you to release, do not see it as loss alone. Every falling leaf speaks of trust that what is let go will serve a greater purpose. Do not cling so tightly to what I ask you to release, for my hand is opening space for what is yet to come. The letting go is not my rejection but my preparation. My dear children, surrender is not a punishment, but a pathway to deeper blessing. Even in endings, my faithfulness remains. Remember the words I have given you. Be still and know that I am God. In your striving, you may forget to rest, In your fear you may forget my strength, but stillness reveals what rushing hides. In the silence you will hear my whisper. In the pause you will feel my embrace. In the surrender you will know my peace. Trust me enough to rest. Trust me enough to wait. Trust me enough to believe that I am faithful even in the delays. I want you to see your life not as a series of isolated struggles or blessings, but as a tapestry woven by my hand. Each season, each thread, each color has its place. What seems tangled to you is purposeful to me. You may only see one side, the knots and the crossings, but I see the beauty of the whole. And in time, my dear children, I will reveal to you how every thread, even the darkest, was necessary to complete the design of my glory in you. Take courage in this. My faithfulness is not fragile. It is not dependent on your strength, your feelings, or your understanding. It flows from who I am, and who I am does not change. I am your refuge when you are weary, your shield when you are afraid, your song when you are joyful, your comfort when you mourn. I am the same in your childhood and in your old age, in your laughter and in your tears. My dear children, do not let your heart be troubled by the shifting seasons. Lift your eyes beyond the temporary and fix them on me, the eternal. Walk with me through every change, and you will find that nothing is wasted. You will see that my hand was guiding, my love was sustaining, and my faithfulness was unbroken all along. And in the end, when you look back over the path of your life, you will marvel at how I never failed you. My dear children, I desire to draw you even closer into the shelter of my presence. I know how fragile your heart can feel when change surrounds you. You look at the shifting patterns of your days and wonder if stability will ever return. Yet I tell you this, your stability is not found in the circumstances of life, but in me, your faithful Father. Just as the stars hold their place in the night sky, unmoved by the winds that stir beneath them, so too do I hold my place in your life, constant and sure. Think of the tree once more. Its branches may sway, its leaves may scatter, but its roots are deep. Through storm and calm, through drought and rain, it endures. The secret is not in the leaves or the trunk, but in the roots that drink deeply of the hidden waters. My dear children, I am those living waters for you. When you sink your roots into me, you will never lack strength. Even when the outward appearance seems frail, my spirit within you is your supply, your nourishment, your unbreakable source of life. Do not despise the winters of your journey, for it is in those barren times that your roots reach deeper into me. Growth does not always show on the surface. Sometimes it is hidden, unseen, preparing you for what will come. The silence of winter is not my absence. It is my deepening work. And when you feel the ache of loneliness or the sting of waiting, know that I am closer than your very breath. I am shaping you, teaching you to rely not on fleeting signs, but on my unchanging character. My dear children, I am not far away. I do not withdraw when your heart wavers. Rather, I draw nearer to lift you up, to steady your steps, to remind you of my promises. Remember what I have spoken. Never will I leave you. Never will I forsake you. This is not a passing assurance, but an eternal vow. No shadow of doubt, no storm of fear, no weight of sorrow can undo it. Hold it tightly, for it is your anchor in the shifting seasons. I see how often you measure my care by what you feel. When your prayers are answered quickly, you rejoice and say, God is faithful. But when answers are delayed, or when the path grows rough, you wonder if my faithfulness has lessened. My dear children, my faithfulness does not depend on your feelings or the timing of events. It is constant because I am constant. Just as the sun shines even when hidden behind clouds, so my faithfulness shines even when obscured by your present struggles. Do not judge my care by the moment you are in. Judge it by the cross, where my love was proven once for all. In spring, when blossoms return and hope stirs within you, let that be a reminder that I am the Lord of renewal. Every new beginning is my gift, every tender bud a symbol of resurrection. I make all things new. I breathe life into what seemed dead. I restore what was lost. And I do not do this once only, but again and again, season after season, because my mercy never ends. In summer, when your branches are heavy with fruit, remember that it is my Spirit who ripens that fruit within you. Do not grow weary in well-doing, for in due season you shall reap if you do not faint. Every act of kindness, every seed of faith, every prayer whispered in the dark, all of it bears fruit in my timing. Delight in the abundance, but keep your eyes fixed on me, the giver of every gift. In autumn, when the leaves fall, do not see only loss. See instead the wisdom of surrender. Some things must be released so that others may grow. Some chapters must close so that new ones may begin. The tree does not resist the falling leaves, for it trusts the rhythm I have written into creation. Trust me likewise, my dear children. Let go when I ask you to let go, not in despair, but in faith that my hand is guiding every release. What you relinquish into my care will be transformed into something greater in time. And in the cold stillness of winter, take comfort in this. Even when nothing seems alive, I am still at work. The roots are drawing deep, the earth is resting, the unseen is being prepared. Your life, too, has hidden seasons. Do not fear them. Do not assume the absence of visible growth means the absence of my care. I am faithful in the hidden, just as I am faithful in the visible. My dear children, lift your eyes from what is fleeting and set them upon what is eternal. The seasons of life are like a passing mist, but my love endures forever. What seems permanent to you, your trials, your fears, your uncertainties are but momentary in light of eternity. Yet my promises are everlasting, and my word will never return void. Trust not in what fades, but in what remains. And what remains is me, your eternal Father, your unchanging God. When you are weary, lean upon me. When you are joyful, rejoice with me. When you are sorrowful, cry out to me. In every moment, in every season, bring your heart to me. For I am not only faithful in grand moments, but in the smallest details of your life. I see every tear, I hear every sigh, I know every longing. Nothing escapes my notice. My care is intimate, personal, and unfailing. My dear children, let this truth dwell richly in you. I am with you in every season. I am faithful in your beginnings and your endings. I am faithful when you see my hand clearly, and when you walk by faith alone. I am faithful when the path is bright and when it winds through shadow. Never doubt this. My love does not waver, my promises do not fail, my presence does not depart. Rest now in me. Let my peace be the blanket that warms you, my love, the light that guides you. my faithfulness, the foundation that steadies you. Seasons will continue to change, but I will remain the same, and in me you will always find your home. My dear children, draw close and hear me again. I speak not in haste, but in a steady, fatherly rhythm, for I long for these words to rest within your heart, like seeds falling upon good soil. The seasons of your life may seem uncertain, but I am not uncertain. The rhythm of time may confuse you, but I am not confused. You may feel fragile in your waiting, but I am the strength that never fades. Consider again the tree that I set before your imagination. It does not resist the winter, nor does it cling anxiously to its leaves in autumn. It trusts the rhythm I have woven into creation. My dear children, I call you into this same trust. Do not fight the seasons I allow. Do not cling to what I ask you to release, and do not despair when new life seems slow to appear. As surely as spring follows winter, so surely will my renewal come to you. You see only the surface of your days, but I see the roots. You see only the passing of time, but I see eternity. You see endings, yet I see beginnings waiting within them. That is why I tell you to be still and to rest in me. My faithfulness stretches far beyond the horizon of your understanding. It is not bound to the moment you stand in now. It is eternal, unshakable, and sure. My dear children, you must not believe the lie that I have abandoned you when storms rage. Have you not seen the rainbow after rain? Have you not felt the calm that follows a tempest? So too does my mercy arrive after trial. Even in the storm itself, I am with you. I am the hand that steadies the boat. I am the voice that speaks. Peace, be still. You are never left to drift alone, though at times you may feel the waves threaten to swallow you. Trust me when the waters rise, for I am the Lord of the seas, and they obey my command. Remember how I fed the sparrows, how I clothed the lilies. Do you not know that you are worth far more to me than they? If I tend faithfully to the smallest creatures of the field and the sky, how much more will I tend to you? Let this sink into your spirit. My care for you is constant, intentional, and deeply personal. You are not lost in the crowd of humanity. I know you by name. I know every detail of your life, and I carry every burden you lay before me. My dear children, let not fear drive you to doubt. Fear whispers that you are alone, but my voice declares that you are mine. Fear insists the season will never change, but I tell you that nothing on this earth lasts forever except my love. Fear urges you to grasp at control, but I invite you instead to surrender into my hands. For it is not your grasp that secures you, but my grip upon you that will never let go. There will be times when you walk through valleys, where shadows stretch long across your path. Yet even in the valley, I am there. I am your shepherd, leading you beside still waters, restoring your soul. You may not always understand why the path winds through shadow before reaching light, but trust that every step is purposed by me. And though you walk through darkness, you need not fear, for my rod and my staff comfort you. I tell you again, every season holds my presence. In the freshness of spring, you see my renewal. In the abundance of summer, you taste my provision. In the surrender of autumn, you learn my wisdom. In the stillness of winter, you encounter my depth. Do not curse the seasons, for each one bears a gift. Instead, lean into them, knowing that my faithfulness remains unchanged. Think of the countless generations who came before you. Each one walked through joys and sorrows, gains and losses, beginnings and endings. Yet through them all, I remained faithful. My word did not fail them, and it will not fail you. The same love that sustained Abraham, the same grace that strengthened David, the same mercy that lifted Peter after he stumbled, this same love, grace, and mercy rests upon you. For I am the same God yesterday, today, and forever. My dear children, when your heart wavers, look to the cross. There my faithfulness was written in blood that cannot be erased. There I proved that nothing, not even death, could stop my love for you. If I was faithful to give you my Son, will I not also be faithful to walk with you through every season of your life? Do not measure my faithfulness by what you see today. Measure it by the cross, by the empty tomb, by the eternal promises sealed in heaven. Even now I am speaking peace into your heart. Feel it settle like morning dew upon your spirit. I am quieting the storm within you, reminding you that you are not forgotten. I have engraved you on the palms of my hands. I carry you in my heart. I surround you on every side. So, my dear children, let this be your rest. I am faithful. Whether your life feels like the warmth of summer or the chill of winter, I remain the same. Lean on me, trust in me, walk with me. Seasons will change, but I will not. Circumstances will shift, but my love will remain. You are safe in my care, now and forever. My dear children, linger with me still. Do not hurry from this moment, for I desire to leave my peace imprinted on your hearts. You have walked with me through the reminders of every season, and now I wish to bless you with the fullness of my presence. Let the stillness around you become a sanctuary, and let the quiet voice within you become the assurance that I am near. See the light breaking gently through the clouds after a long storm. Rays of gold pour across the sky, and shadows scatter as the warmth returns. This is what my love does in your soul. Even after seasons of trial, even after days of weeping, my light breaks through. I am the dawn that never fails, the sunrise that follows every night. Hold this picture in your heart. No matter how heavy the darkness has been, the morning of my mercy always arrives. My dear children, let me draw you close as a father draws his little ones into an embrace. Feel my arms wrap around you now. Let every fear, every doubt, every worry melt away as you rest against my heart. You are not a burden to me. You are not too much for me. You are my delight, my joy, my treasure. As surely as a shepherd knows his sheep, so I know you. As surely as a mother remembers the sound of her child's voice, so I know the sound of your prayers. And I am faithful to answer, faithful to sustain, faithful to carry you. Let the image of living water refresh your spirit. Imagine a river, clear and sparkling, flowing endlessly from the throne of heaven. Hear its song, feel its coolness, and drink from its abundance. I am that living water for you. In the dryness of your soul, I pour out refreshment. In the weariness of your journey, I give you strength. In the heat of your struggles, I quench your thirst. Do not seek satisfaction in the shallow wells of this world, for they will run dry. Come to me, and you will never thirst again. I know you face burdens, my dear children. Some of you carry grief like a heavy stone. Others walk with questions unanswered or with dreams that seem delayed. Still others fight battles unseen in the quiet corners of your soul. To all of you I say, lay it down at my feet. You do not need to carry what I have already taken upon myself. Let me exchange your heaviness for my rest, your worry for my peace, your despair for my hope. For I promised you long ago, cast all your care upon me, for I care for you. Look again to the cross, where my faithfulness was written in crimson that cannot be erased. Every nail, every thorn, every drop of blood was love poured out for you. That love has not dimmed with time, nor has it been weakened by your struggles. It is the same today as it was that day, and it will be the same tomorrow and forever. Because of the cross, you are secure in me. Because of the cross, you are forgiven, redeemed, and made whole. My dear children, let your heart settle like a calm sea after the storm. The winds have ceased, the waves have grown still, and the horizon glows with peace. This is the peace I give to you, not as the world gives, but as only I can give. A peace that steadies you when chaos surrounds you. A peace that guards your heart and mind in Christ Jesus. A peace that cannot be taken away. Carry this peace with you as you rise from this moment, for it is my gift, sealed and unbroken. I want you to know that nothing in your life is wasted. Every tear has been noticed, every prayer has been heard, every trial has been used for your good. Even when you could not see my hand, I was shaping, guiding, weaving your story into something beautiful. The tapestry may look tangled from your side, but from mine, it is a masterpiece of redemption and grace. Trust me, my dear children, for I am not finished with you yet. What I began in you, I will be faithful to complete. Remember my words in Isaiah. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. This is not a vague promise. It is my eternal assurance. You will face waters, yes. You will encounter fire, yes. But you will not be destroyed, for my hand holds you fast. Even in the fiercest storm, even in the hottest trial, you are secure in me. So, my dear children, lift your eyes now. Do not dwell only on what lies behind. Look ahead with hope, for I go before you. The path may twist and turn, but I am the guide who never loses his way. The future may seem uncertain, but I hold it firmly in my hand. You do not need to know every detail, for I know them all. You only need to walk with me, step by step, season by season, trusting that my faithfulness never fails. Rest in my blessing now. May the light of my face shine upon you like sunlight through stained glass, casting colors of beauty over your days. May my spirit flow within you like a river, bringing life to every dry place. May my embrace surround you like the warmth of a fire on a cold night, reminding you that you are never alone. And may my word anchor you, steady and true, in every season of your journey. My dear children, go forth with courage, for you do not go alone. Go forth with hope, for your story is not over. Go forth with joy, for I delight in you. and go forth with peace, for I am your Father, and I will always be with you. As you carry these words into your life, let them not remain only with you. Share them as light is shared, as bread is broken, as water is poured out for the thirsty. Others, too, need to know my faithfulness. Others, too, need to hear of my unchanging love. If this message has blessed you, then gently bless others by letting them find it. My dear children, if you feel led, take a moment to like this message, to leave a comment of faith, and to subscribe so that my word may continue to flow like a river, reaching those who are still searching for peace. This is not about numbers. It is about hearts. Each time you share, you are joining me in scattering seeds of hope into the lives of others. So rise now, my beloved ones, with my blessing resting upon you. Walk into the seasons of your life with courage, knowing that I am faithful in all things. And when doubts come, return here, to the sound of my voice, to the assurance of my promises, to the warmth of my love. For I am the same yesterday, today, and forever, and you are my dear children, now and always.